My goodness, I don't even know what to call this show itself. I think I would presumably say that this show is absolutely breathtaking. However, as though my words for me, personally for me, I think that this show is absolutely metal. From you can judge and tell from the setting, the boiling isles, which came and bounded from the skeleton of the Titan itself, and then the Emperor's castle that is located in the very heart of the Titan. My goodness. If you think that's not metal, I don't even know. Well, if you are not a metalhead, I can consider that one. Hello everybody, today I'm gonna be reviewing and I'll be sharing most of my comments and opinions and discussing the Owl House itself. Now the Owl House, I just love this show. This show really, I think it taught me something. I think that this show is just immersive for my attitude, and no, not attitude, by metalhead ego. And if you want to stay tuned for one of the best part of this, I think this is the best part of this discussion. So stay tuned till the end. The story and the idea of a regular old bookworm girl named Luz discovering a portal to another dimension or a setting known as the Boiling Isles, pretty much a very good Kickstarter for you, and I think I kinda like that one. However, if you wanna just stay into the plot, you're not going to get anything. You have to watch the show itself, because come on, this show is just, you gotta watch this show yourself. This show is inevitably really beautiful, despite of the Boiling Isles being a barbaric and scary looking place itself. However, it's not that the setting is that really shines the light here. It is actually, of course, the characters itself. Let's take an example as our main character Luz, and simply Luz has a lot of trouble fitting in with the world because she always mixed fantasy over reality, because she nearly got, if you guys don't know this from the beginning of the show, she nearly got sent to a psychiatric summer camp. I think it was a psychiatric summer camp, some kind of summer camp. But when she's about to get sent there, of course, we were able to see a light portal, and that portal leads to the Boiling Isles that was made by Ada herself. And that leads us to the next character, Ida. If, of course, I'll be discussing this all the way from point A to point B, so spoilers ahead, you have been warned. Ida, she is what I call quite a bad girl herself, or a bad mama. And yeah, she's definitely showing no remorse to whatever she done. She is the most number one criminal to the Boiling Isles, not to mention. And I kind of like that story of criminal on the run, and that's metal. And then we go back to Luz's story. Luz, along exploring along the woods, she able to find this character called Willow, which is, by the way, I really love the name Willow. And then soon meets Gus, and then thus the formation of a friendship have occurred in the Boiling Isles. Gus, Willow, and Luz. Oh, kind of like, I love their friendship, guys. Actually, to be honest, when I actually just started observing with the story, I found that, these guys are actually very strong in spite of all of the challenges that have occurred. Gus, Willow, and Luz, which is, by the way, one of my favorite trios. They have to be my most favorite friendship trios in my cartoons that I've watched so far. and yeah, they're actually my favorite. I found that in spite of all of the troubles that's been actually going on, Luz nearly getting banned on Hexside, I think this tree actually still stands tall and actually very strong with their friendship, and I kind of like the story. And yeah, I think danger still lurks along the Boiling Isles with their friendship. They still able to stand tall and strong. I like that. And then we head to one of my most favorite characters, believe it or not, other than Luz herself. In spite of me actually liking Luz's hairstyle, believe it or not, I really love Luz's hairstyle. I also really like the attitude and the smugness of Amity herself. Amity just really shines a light to my attitude sometimes. Well, although not being kinda rude myself, I did happen to shed my skin, if you know what I'm talking about. Ew, why did I did that example? But you get what I mean. Like, are you able to change towards your bad attitude and able to change something that's a little bit better? We can see this example as from Amity's instant, to say the least. And when she was able to meet Luz, she was a different person. When she was able to read the book that Luz gave her, which is, I think it's called Azura, the Good Witch. Okay, I think I nailed that one. She changed from her own bad girl attitude, in which, yeah, I kind of think that's actually very awesome. I don't know why. Being bad is not awesome, but it really shines the light towards this show, which is actually very meaningful. And if you want me to talk about the Grom dance, you know what I'm saying, the Grom dance between Luz and Amity, I will get to that later. But yeah, I will actually share something, one of my personal, something very personal about the dance itself, and we'll get to that later. You know, I actually thought Amity was gonna be the number one bully of the show, and I thought it was actually gonna be their main role was gonna be the bully of the Hexside, one of the Hexside's goal. And then, God, I was wrong. She changed. I like that. I like that piece of development of the character in the show, and we are just here in the season. We're just here in season 1, and I kind of like that. Yeah, you got 2 thumbs up, Amity. And by the way, I just cannot help but adore how much smoothness and how much time that was given to the Lumity dance. If you know what I'm talking about, not just the dance itself. Because if you look closer, the animation is just so smooth. And also at the very end of the episode, or the near end of the episode, we were able to see between the fight of Lilith and Ida. Wow, that is just a very smooth animation, and I'm very, very immersed in how this was created. So yeah, I guess I salute you animators for all your hard work. I'll give you 5 stars. Now, at the very near end of the episode, or the second to the end, or the very last, we know that Lilith and Ida are, let's say, complicated sister relationship that has actually been going on between their two. And then finally we get to the point that, and we find the realization that Lilith really did care for Ida no matter what, even though she was the most number one criminal in the Boiling Isles. We figured out that she was the one who actually cursed Ida, but it was not in the full intention of doing something that is bad. And yeah, that is heartbreaking. And then now in the present day, she just wants to get rid of the curse. And in the very end of the episode, if I remember, Lilith cast a spell in which each other's body will share each other's pain. I hope I got that detail right. Yeah, share each other's pain. So they are sharing curses now, which is, oh man, this show. Now, above all, what does that all mean to me? For me, it means really deep things to me right now, man. The feeling of family remains despite of all the curses you had. This is also very reflected to many problems. No matter what you are, no matter where you have your state of mind at, there will always be a part of family inside of you. Even if you think that no one loves you anymore, there is a remaining piece of love that came from the family. And putting that realization to my head, and now that I think about that, I just want to say right now that mom, and all my brothers and sisters, you're awesome, and I love y'all. Why am I saying that right now? So you guys are welcome. Make sure if your brothers and sisters are there, and then your family is still intact, and you still got some remaining families that say I love you to them. Just tell how much you mean to them, and yeah, rock and roll. And also, don't forget your friends, your truest of your truest friends in which you trust the most, because who knows what happens to you when your family isn't around. And in spite of all of those things, friends tend and supposed to give you good lessons in life, and of course guidance. If they really are good friends, they would stop you for smoking, for example. Okay, just a quick advice, guys. Again, love your friends and family, because stay true to them and don't make bad decisions in life. Oh my goodness, I have actually never been soft talking like that before in my life. I have never talked very soft like that before in my entire life. So hey, if you found this video, I hope you can share it with a couple of friends, and yeah, rock and roll to you if you are listening to this right now. And also right now, I think I can feel a little bit of romantic music coming on. Not really metal this time. Let's take a break from metal, because I feel the Lumity thing that's going on right now. I want to talk about that one just for once, because at the Lumity dance, when they were just about to defeat Grom, I had that idea that instead of actually putting the music in the background when they were dancing, replacing it to something like this. I have to apologize, it's just the guitar, so this is my demonstration. Just in case if you don't know what that is a Spanish style strumming of the guitar, in which I use the chord A minor, F, G, and E. I wish Dana Torres actually could have done a little bit different and better apart from the usual that they used. Maybe metal, maybe Spanish guitar like that one. But yeah, I guess they don't care about that one. But yeah, you do you, Dana Torres. By the way, guys, if you're asking me about how the Lumity thing, well, I just wanna share to you guys after watching She-Ra, Steven Universe, and I think Adventure Time, Princess Bubblegum and Marceline and all that one. I just want to say that LGBTQ representation, along with loving cartoons, have actually been eating me for quite a while now, and I have no idea what that means, but yeah, I think the word is eating me, because wherever I step, now one of my favorite shows. Yeah, She-Ra, Steven Universe. I didn't know. Actually, I'm very surprised about Steven Universe was able to actually, as it turns out, like that one, it was LGBT representation and all that one. But I don't really care. I love the show for what it was. I will immediately respect something if it has like that one. What it gave to me, I will give it a respect 100%. And by the way, yeah, if Dana Torres, you're seeing this, change it to Spanish, please. Or maybe EDM, or maybe metal. So yeah, try it out. So yeah, guys, for some closing remarks, I just want to say that I love the show. It won my MetalHead of a heart, but I hope someone else also that is not MetalHead would particularly love this show as well. And if you're also enjoying this video, I hope you can actually leave a like and make sure to leave a comment if you would want to, and yeah, subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Be healthy, stay safe, and rock and roll till you're dead. Bye.